What is going on, guys? My name is Dawson Redden and I'm a proud Gryffindor, and welcome to Fantastic Reddens and Where to Find Them. I hope you're all doing well. Today I have a super fun video for you. This is a gift that was given to me by my wife. She had this on pre-order for a very long time. This item just was released and it was an item that I was not expecting. She said, "You're never gonna guess what it is." And she was right. Honestly, I didn't even know about this item. I didn't know it was coming out, but it is here. It is beautiful, and if you like books, you're really going to enjoy this one. So, without further ado, let's jump into today's video. Hackio intro. Before we jump into today's video, if you're new here, please consider subscribing because I post Harry Potter content on here weekly, talking replicas, reviews, you name it. If it involves Harry Potter or Fantastic Beasts, we're talking about it here on this channel. And if you are already subscribed, make sure you hit that notification bell. That way you're notified of any future videos that we post here on the channel. Guys, hopefully you're all doing well. I've gotten new lighting, so loving it. It's making everything look really, really good. It's a lot better than the lighting I had before. I also have a brand new monitor. Unfortunately, it is not up and running yet because the cable that it came with is not compatible with the camera that I use, but it is here. It looks really good. I powered it on. Nice big screen, so no more videos of where I film it and then it turns out where you can't really see anything and everything was blurry. Advent calendars. So unfortunately I wasn't able to upload those advent calendars because of that issue. So I was like, I'm not letting this happen again. Gotta get a new monitor. But let's stop talking about that and let's talk about the item that I have here with me. Like I said, this is a gift that was given to me by my wife. She pre-ordered this months ago online. I believe that she pre-ordered it through Amazon, but it's from Insight Editions. And it is the Harry Potter Film Vault Complete Series book set. This thing is massive. It is huge. There are 12 different books in this set, and each one of them are absolutely beautiful, and the work that is inside of this is super stunning. So let's take a look at the packaging and talk about what exactly this is, and then we're going to take a look at each one of the books individually. And it actually comes with some really cool stuff in each one of the books if you like to, have stuff displayed on your walls. So on the top here we have the Wizarding World logo. It says, "From the films of Harry Potter, Film Vault, the complete series." And then we have a beautiful picture of Hogwarts and the Ford Anglia flying towards it. This would be from the Chamber of Secrets. Now over on the other side we have another kind of image of Hogwarts along with the Hogwarts crest. And this is a kind of newer take on the Hogwarts crest. I don't know if I've ever seen one like this. If we spin it around to the back, we have a bunch of imagery, and this is just showing you each individual book that is within this set. So like I said, there are 12 books in this set. Once again, this is from Insight Editions. On it, it says, "Every great wizard in history has started out as nothing more than what we are now, students. If they can do it, why not us? Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix." So really cool. And if you watch the trailer reaction to Fantastic Beasts, The Secrets of Dumbledore, then that reference or that quote was actually used in that little teaser trailer. So really cool. So on this side here we have that same Hogwarts crest that like I said, I haven't really ever seen before, and it is spread out through all the books down the spine to make this image. So each one has a little bit of a different piece of it, and when they're all put in here, you've got that beautiful image. And then it says Harry Potter Film Vault, and then it has them numbered 1 through 12, and then Insight Editions. Now, each one of these books is talking about a different aspect of the Harry Potter films, whether it be an item or a place or a character. So really cool, and we're gonna dive into each one of them now, so let's do it. Sorry if my voice is a little raspy. I'm still getting over this sickness that I had, but I am doing a lot better. So we're gonna pull out book number 1 here. And book number 1, it says Harry Potter Film Vault, and this particular book features forest, lake, and sky creatures. And just look at this. Super beautiful. Love the artwork on here. This is the front cover here. And of course the spine is going to be part of that Hogwarts crest. Now on the back it says volume 1, and then it gives a little bit of a description about the book. So I'm not going to read all of them, but this one says, from centaurs to merpeople and horn-tailed dragons, magical creatures and terrifying beasts are key characters in the Harry Potter films. It goes on, it gives you a little bit more information there, and then we have a picture of a dragon here, and I will put this here if you want to pause that and read it for yourself. Now, on here it says, includes exclusive art print, collect all 12 volumes. So I'm guessing you can buy these in individual books if you go to maybe a Barnes & Noble or a Books A Million, or maybe even buy them separately online. I'm not entirely sure because, once again, my wife bought this for me, so I don't know a whole lot about this set other than it just was released and the price point. And speaking of price point, this book set for all 12 books runs at $150. So if we open it up here, I'll just flip to a random page to show you kind of what we're looking at here. So for instance, here we have some artwork of Buckbeak. And there's a lot of concept art in here, along with stuff that you actually have seen in the films. A lot of really cool things, and then it gives you like information. So like here is information on a mer person. So this just really breaks down a bunch of different things. We have chapter 3, Sky Dwellers. This is going over the different dragons, and then it'll take you through each one of them, like the Norwegian Ridgeback. It'll give you fast facts about them. So it's just a really cool insight into the different creatures and characters from the Harry Potter films that we all know and love. There's pictures of like the animatronics they used in the films to make the dragons. So really neat. And once again, this one covers forest, lake, and sky creatures, and this is book 1. Now, like I said, each one of these books comes with a print that you can get with the book. So these prints are in the back of the book, and they're just kind of taped in back here, and I will be framing several of these actually. I really like them. So here we have a print of Aragog. So that is print 1. So really cool book. Moving on to book 2, we're just going to keep moving right along, and I'm not going to go into detail on each one of these books, or we're going to be here all day, but I do want to cover each one of them just a little bit with you. So the next one is book 2, and this one covers Diagon Alley, the Hogwarts Express, and the Ministry. So here we have a picture of the Hogwarts Express coming in with Hagrid waiting. Beautiful artwork. On the back it says volume 2. We have a picture of Flourish and Blotts with some information on this particular book. And if we just flip in here to a random page, we have Diagon Alley. And I'm going to sit down and dive into each one of these books and read about them. Here we have a picture of the Puking Passies girl. This is just really cool stuff within these books, and there's a lot of good stuff in here. I really like it. It's broke down into chapters. And this one has one of my favorite prints in it. I've went through and looked at all these prints, and this one has one of my favorite ones. This one is of Weasley's Wizards Wheezes. Check out this print. That is cool. I really like that. Moving on to book 3, we're going into Horcruxes and the Deathly Hallows. So here we have the iconic scene of Harry, Ron, and Hermione leaving Gringotts Bank on the dragon. Really cool artwork. On the back, we have a picture of Dumbledore. It says Volume 3, and then it also has a picture of Harry in Bellatrix Lestrange's vault. And then a little bit of info on this book. So if we dive into this one and we turn to a kind of a random page here, let me find something. Here we have Professor Slughorn with a young Tom Riddle. And let's take a look at the print in this book. This print is falling out, but check it out. It's a Salazar Slytherin locket. You've got front, side, and back views of it. It's really, really cool. Like this print is a neat print as well. They did really well with all the prints that are in here, and they're on some really nice like cardstock, so they're really nice. Moving on to book number 4. This one is Harry Potter Hogwarts Students, and we have a picture of Severus Snape sitting down by what looks like the Whomping Willow with James Potter. Very pretty artwork here. On the back of this one, we have Volume 4 with Harry and Hermione, and then down below we have all the Weasleys. So let's jump into a random page in here and see who we have. So, bam, first one we turn to, Harry Potter himself. So, pictures of Harry, information on Harry, and this just dives into a bunch of the different characters within the movies. Here we have Neville Longbottom. This is just a really cool book set. I'm digging it, man. I really am. And this is another really cool print here. This is Fred and George when they are leaving Hogwarts, and they decide that, you know, we're gonna go and open up Weasley's Wizards Wheezes. So the fireworks scene, really cool. Dig that one as well. Moving on to book number 5. This one is got a pretty cover. This one is Creature Companions, Plants, and Shapeshifters. And on this one, we have a beautiful picture of Fawkes the Phoenix. On the back of this one, we have a picture of Dumbledore and Harry. And then down below, we have a herbology scene with Ron there. Really cool. And if we jump inside of this one and we turn to a random page, we have some information here on a mandrake. So to give you guys an idea of how many pages are in these books, I didn't even tell you about that. They're all about the same size. So the pages, number of pages probably vary just a little bit, but for instance, this one here is 63 pages long, and there's a lot of information in here. Now the print on this one is, of course, of Dumbledore and Harry, and then Fawkes being reborn from his ashes. I absolutely love that scene. It's a beautiful scene in the Harry Potter films. All right, moving on to book number 6. This one is strictly about the Hogwarts Castle. That is it, Hogwarts Castle. It's got its own book dedicated just to it. Volume 6 on the back, we have a picture of the door to the Chamber of Secrets along with the Great Hall down below. We flip to a page here, we've got the Battle of Hogwarts here with Ron and Hermione and a bunch of other characters here. And this just goes over all the different stuff within the Hogwarts Castle. I mean, we've even got the portraits. Here is Dumbledore, and yeah, so really cool. The print for this one is actually a print of the Hogwarts Castle, of course. Really like it, like the red sky. These prints are really, really good. I really like them. All right, moving on to book number 7. Here we go. So book number 7 is all about Quidditch and the Triwizard Tournament. So on the front of this one, we have an image of Harry chasing after the Golden Snitch, and of course, Mr. Draco Malfoy is hot on his tail. On the back, it says Volume 7. We have a picture of the Triwizard Cup, and then we have Dumbledore next to the Goblet of Fire. If we flip to the random page here, we've got some imagery of Harry and Ron on their broomsticks while filming. And then it just goes into detail on, you know, these particular shots. And so it's really, really cool. Really dig it. Moving on to book number 8, we have The Order of the Phoenix and Dark Forces. What I didn't mention is that each one of these has its own little like logo next to it. I don't know if you've seen that or not. So this one, of course, has the dark mark. So really cool. And then we have a Death Eater here. So there's that dark mark I was talking about. And we have the Death Eater on the front cover. On the back, it says Volume 8. We have a picture of younger Dumbledore when he met Tom Riddle. And then we have a picture of a Thestral, and then we've got Harry and Hagrid here on his motorbike. Oh, here we go. And then we have a really cool picture of Molly and Arthur Weasley, because they are part of the Order of the Phoenix. Let's go flip to the back side and let's see some like dark stuff. We got Lord Voldemort represented here. Information on him. Here he is at the Malfoy Manor. And the print on this is of Mad-Eye and everyone else flying on their brooms. Moving on to book number 9. Book number 9 is all about goblins, house elves, and dark creatures. And on this one we have a picture of Harry being taught to by Dobby. And Dobby looks a lot different than I've ever seen him, and I really honestly kind of like this. This is really cool. This is a cool take on Dobby the house elf. On the back of this one it says Volume 9, and we have a picture of the Basilisk. And then down here we have a picture of the bones of the basilisk. Flipping to a random page, oh that was really cool. We have some stuff on Dementors, and here's some like concept stuff. The prop they used for the Dementors in the films. Really neat. And then in the back of this one we have another print, and this one is of Gringotts Bank. Book 10, we have Wizarding Homes and Villages. Then we have a picture on the front here of Hogsmeade. On the back it says Volume 10. We have a picture of the Malfoy Manor up here, and then the Burrow down here. I really like this cover. I love the snow. It just feels really magical. Flipping to a random spot, this is really cool. This is all about honeydukes. Check out all this different candy, and yeah, looks really cool. All the different packaging and stuff. So if you are into crafting and stuff like that, you could definitely sit down, take a look at this, and come up with some ideas to make your own kind of sweets and treats for your shelves. So I think it's a really cool book for being able to do that as well. Here we have another picture of honeydukes within the films. Really, really cool. Oh, almost forgot. We have a print. So the print of this is of the Burrow and the Ford Anglia flying in to it. Moving on to book 11. The cover of this particular book is actually of a print that we just seen a little bit ago. And this one is Hogwarts Professors and Staff. And we have a picture of Dumbledore with Harry and Baby Fox. So this is the only time that one of the prints is actually one of the covers as well. This is volume 11, and on the back here we have a picture of Professor Trelawney, and then we have Snape, McGonagall, Dumbledore. And that looks to be at the Yule Ball. We flip in here. Let's go to my favorite professor and character in the Harry Potter series, Mr. Professor Snape. Look at him. Looks so good. And then, of course, we have all the information about Snape in here. It goes over his occupation, his Patronus, what the members of like the things he's been in, like the Death Eaters and the Order of the Phoenix, what house he is, what his occupation is. And yeah, so it really goes into depth on the characters. And then the print for this one is my least favorite print, but it is a herbology print. So we've come to the final book in this set. This is book number 12, and this one covers celebrations, food, and publications of the Wizarding World. And on the front we have the burrow, and this is at the wedding. Really pretty. On the back we have a picture of Hagrid with Miss Madame Maxine, and then down at the bottom we have another picture of a Yule Ball, and that is Hermione coming down the stairs in her dress. So let's flip to something in here. Oh yeah, this is really cool. So it goes into like Flourish and Blots, and we get to see things like advanced potion making and all these different concept art of the different books that are within the movie. What I think is really cool is this Monster Book of Monsters. So we have a couple different concept designs of what that book would look like, and check this one out right here. That is wild. Could you imagine if that's what the book ended up looking like? That was a concept design. And then the print for this one is super cool, and I freaked out when I seen it, but it is, and I should have guessed what it was going to be by what this book covers, but we have a Quibbler. So can't wait to get this one framed and up on the wall. It's gonna look fantastic. I've been wanting to have something to represent the Quibbler in my collection because I really don't have anything. So this will be really cool to add to the wall of prints that I am working on, because right now I am working on an entire 2 different walls full of prints and hangable wand sets. So these are gonna look really good once I get them framed and put up on the wall. So once again, that is the Film Vault, the complete series by Insight Editions. It's a great book set, especially if you are in love with the Harry Potter films and you like to look at concept designs and learn about all the different ins and outs of Harry Potter and the films. Definitely has a lot of information in here to help you just continue to gain knowledge of the Wizarding World. I'm super excited to have my hands on this set, and a big thank you to my wife who went out of her way to find this, pre-order it, and surprise me. She is not the best at surprising me at stuff. I usually am able to figure stuff out pretty easily, but this one she really stumped me on, and I wasn't able to guess it. When it came in, she said it's big and it's heavy, and it was in a decent sized box. So I made several different guesses, and she was like, "You're never gonna get it." And she was right. And to see her light up and smile when she saw my reaction to getting them was amazing. She was like, "Did I do good, babe?" And I was like, "Yeah, you did great." So these are really cool. Once again, this is from Insight Editions. You can display this, you know, a bunch of different ways. You could display it out like this with the spines of the book that makes this amazing Hogwarts crest. You could display it outwards like this, which has that beautiful picture of Hogwarts and the Fort Anglia with the information about what this is. Or you could even display it on this side with Hogwarts and the little bitty version of that Hogwarts crest. So you could display it a couple different ways. I really like displaying it this way so far. I just really like the outside of it here. It looks really beautiful. This is a really neat set. If you're looking to get something for a Harry Potter person in your life, maybe for Christmas, you might still have time to be able to grab hold of this and get it before the Christmas season. Just check to make sure that if it's shipping, that you're gonna be able to get it in time. Other than that, once again, this was $150 new from Amazon.com. I'll put a link down in the description to where my wife got this from, and I'm sure you could probably order this from Insight Editions directly, and if so, I will put a link down in the description to that as well. So all in all, I'm super happy with this set, and I think that if you pick it up, you're going to really enjoy it too. I can't wait to finally sit down and go through every single page in here. All I've done is quick flip throughs of them so far, and I really love what I'm seeing, but to be able to sit down and check out each individual page, I can't wait to do that, and I plan on doing that this weekend. I'm going to at least start on it. So guys, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing, because we post Harry Potter content here weekly, and if you are subscribed, hit that notification bell. That way you're notified of any future videos that are posted here on the channel. we have a ton of stuff coming. LitJoy crate has been shipped out. The Wizarding Trunk crate has been shipped out. Both of those are coming, and we have videos on them. I have another video that I'm filming today if it arrives on time. So I have a really cool item that's coming today. Can't wait to get it in here, put together, and show you guys. It's going to be an awesome one, and it's beautiful, really. And so I got that to be filmed. There's just so many different things that I have to get filmed. Oh, I have an entire new wand video for you guys that I'm super excited about. That was supposed to have been last week's video, actually. So ton of stuff. Hope you guys are excited and ready, and hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you again very, very soon. So until next time, guys, Knox.
Doesn't quite understand me. Know what I mean?